Alright.
It's on? Shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites, giving no praises to Yahawashi and Yahawashi, double honors in the to the elders and apostles of GMS, teachers, citations to the brothers out there and sisters doing the work, truthfully, this is here. We out here in the highways and byways to edify, bring out the truth, what's in the scriptures. Today that we preach the word, we live in the last days. A lot of people know, and some people don't know we're in the last days. Okay, we're here to edify our people, let you know that we're the best people on the planet. We're the peculiar people, okay, and who Christ came for, and let you know what things is going to happen, Now, a couple of days ago, have a good day now. Have a good day now, brother and sister. Now, a couple of days ago, there was an article, okay, which a lot of brothers is making a video now of Wisconsin, a company called 3 Square Market in Wisconsin, that is going to pull out the chip. It's not enforced, it's just so those who want to participate, okay? So showing you that, guess what, the mark of the beast, which the RFID chip, is here in America. We've been here in America, all right? But they're smoothly bringing this in, they're making like a smooth transaction, all right? And maybe later, I know for sure, later down the line, we don't know when, but it's gonna be implemented. It's gonna be forced to take this chip, okay? Now a lot of people don't know about this, okay? But it's showing you that we're on the last days, all right? And to edify people, don't take the chip, man, all right? Don't take this thing, because they're doing in a cunning manner, all right? They're doing it in a cunning manner, all right? Because that time comes, a lot of people will take the chip because they don't know how they're gonna feed their children, how they're gonna feed themselves. A lot of women who's on welfare and SNAP program, they're gonna stop receiving that. Jobs, you're not gonna have no jobs. You're not gonna be able to, even function in this society if you don't have the RFID chip. All right. Now, there's a lot of people out there, including some Hebrew Israelites and some churches, don't believe that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, but it clearly is. All right, it clearly is. You got scripture, brother?
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15.
Come on.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads.
All right, hold that right there. Now, I'm going to read an article, okay? It's from NBC News, and the title is called Wisconsin Company 3 Square Market offers to install microchips in employees. Now, you guys could go and read it yourself, but I'm going to get to the part, okay, that it talks about the RFID chip, which is in the Bible, came as the mark of the beast. Now, I want you to read that part again, brother.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor.
All small and great, rich and poor. Go on.
Free and bond.
They're free, all those who are in prison. Go on.
To receive a mark in the right hand or in the foreheads.
Now, right here, I'm going to read a short paragraph in this article. It says, during the short procedure, a syringe containing a chip about the size of a grain of rice is slid under the skin between the thumb and the forefinger. All right? Say it again. It's slid underneath the skin between the thumb and the forefinger. All right? So it clearly tells you right there in the book of Revelation, chapter 13, that what is going to be in your right hand or your forehead. Now, the reason why it's in your right hand, because somehow the magnetic with more blood flow than the left hand, okay? And then if it's in the forehead, it's because if you're an amputee, okay? So, it clearly shows you that in the article, it's talking about the same thing in what? in the Bible. Okay? Now this is happening, people. This is happening. This is the real thing. All right? I'm gonna jump down a little bit, and it says jump down a little bit. Give me 1 second. Privacy protections were among the concerns when it was first rolled out. The fundamentalist religious groups publicly objected to the tiny tags as being the mark of the beast mentioned in the Bible's the book of Revelations. Okay? So if you read the article, you know, it clearly told you and showed you that it's the mark of the beast. Okay? Now, like I said, it's not going to be pushed, right? I'm going to read. Workers are being forced, aren't being forced to enroll. They're not being forced to enroll. Although about 50 employees, including Westby, which is the CEO of the company, and his family will get chipped on August 1st, he said. August 1st. So it's showing you that the chip, the RFID chip, is here. It's here, man. You know what I'm saying? It's here. And guess what? Like I said, they aren't being pushed, but not as yet, though. It's going to happen, believe it or not. It's going to happen. See, they have it over there in Europe, the Europe world. They have it in Spain. Okay, they have it in Sweden, which I believe the Sweden was the biggest companies, the biggest company in Sweden that make the chip, you know, and they got it already. People using it already, you know, in their jobs, you know, to get access to their apartments or houses, get access to the computers, files, you know, things like that. So guess what, people? It's actually happening. It's actually happening. That's why we out here week in and week out to keep edifying and keep telling you all this is what's going to happen. See, prophecy's coming to pass. Prophecy's coming to pass, all right? Keep reading, brother.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
That's 666. Now, when you don't take the chip, like I said, you're not going to live in society. You're not going to be able to buy. You ain't going to be able to, you know, buy anything. No food, no nothing. You're going to be an outcast. Okay, you ain't going to be able to rent no more. Not even get government help. Not even stay in a shelter. All right? You're going to be living in the streets, basically.
The number one thing that people are going to really worry about when it comes to the market beast, especially those who are in the truth, is about food.
Right, food.
That's the biggest thing that they worry about is food, man. But like this brother was making a video about it.
Yahawashi is coming back.
Coming
back.
Yahawashi coming back. He said about how the Edomites and these people have underground bunkers, and then the Lord said He's gonna provide for us. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And if you have that faith. So if they have these underground bunkers storing food and water and all that, all the things that you need to survive, mm-hmm. they might end up being dead, and you can walk upon this what you call it, bunker, mm-hmm. and then you got food and stuff like that. Because Yahawashi, He's gonna guide your feet into what you need to be. That's right. In order to survive and wait for His coming, man.
That's right. That's a good point, because even when before Israel was called the land of Canaan, you know, and how the Most High have us take over the land of Canaan. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do the same thing. And that brother made a perfect example. Yeah. You know, now let's go to Revelation 14. And let's go read to that part where it says, if you do take the chip. Okay, I got it. You know what I'm saying?
The book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse... I'll start at 10. I'm going to start at 7.
Okay.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 7. Saying with a loud voice, fear the Most High and give glory to Him.
Fear the Most High and give glory to Him as always. Go on.
For the hour of His judgment is come.
The hour of judgment has come, all right? Because the hour of temptation, the hour of judgment is coming. All right, it's around the corner, so to speak. All right, go on.
And worship him that made heaven and earth.
Worship him that made heaven and earth. All right, who? That's the Most High, Yahawah. Go on.
And the sea and the fountains of waters. And there follow another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, it's fallen.
Babylon's fallen, is fallen. Now, if you know, there are a lot of old songs like Peter Tush and Bob Marley and the Wailers, and they're always talking about Babylon, which Babylon means confusion, and Babylon is America, okay? Babylon will be falling, okay? Go on.
That great city.
That great city. Because you got a lot of great cities in America. You have New York, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Los Angeles, Miami, Dallas. All right, there's a lot of big cities in America, okay, that do a lot of what? That do a lot of transactions. All right, go on.
Because she had made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
And the nations, the drink the wrath of fornication is what? False philosophies, okay? Which a lot of countries these days are tainted because of America, all right? You see what? Muslim women coming to America wearing pants. You got Islam men coming on, Muslim men coming to America shaving their beards off, selling hookahs, you know, K2. You know, a lot of countries are being what? Influenced of America's propaganda, all right? Go on.
And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Right, so the fire and brimstone is going to be what? The nuclear missiles, all right? That's going to be the modern day fire and brimstone. If you take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, you're going to be burnt forever and ever, man. All right? That clearly tells you that. So those who don't believe that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip, I want you to take it. Take it. And we see what happens. Go on, brother. And see what happens at the end. I want you to take it, Neil. I want you to take it, you know, and say, okay, this is not the mark of the beast. And I want to see, Lord willing, if you allow me to stay, live that long, to see the world come to an end.
Now listen. Now those who say that the mark of the beast is not the ship, where it clearly say when you can't buy or sell, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these people are using that microchip to what? To buy. That way you see a lot of videos where they try to put it into like a vending machine to get their soda or water. What, they're buying something, man. So how can it not beat the mark of the beast? And the thing is, the mark of the beast, the chip is linked to the government, which the government is linked to the beast, which is NATO and we call it, what the other one? NATO and the other one.
The UN, the European...
the European Union. It's all linked. You know, now the Europeans, like over in Europe, man, they have the mark of the beast over there, man. There's a lot of people in Europe right now with the shit on them, man.
Yep.
Now it's here in America. It's not public, man. You know what I'm saying? A company in Wisconsin, man, already having people shipped to go into work, go into work, man. So it is the mark of the beast. I mean, it is the mark. The ship is the mark of the beast, man. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. And if you take that ship, you're done for, man. You might as well just wait for that fire to come, man. That thermonuclear missiles, man.
That's
you know what I mean?
That's right. You can go in the middle of it and get disintegrated real quick, man. You know, because you know, it shows you in a lot of these movies, like the Belko Experiment, you know, Homecoming, Spider-Man movie.
And another thing that can help prove that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. When you go read here's wisdom, those who have understanding, his number is 6 and 6 with 666. Now the barcode, you know, I heard that people, when you scan it, it comes out what? 666. So when you're using the microchip to buy something, you know what I mean, you're gonna buy something, it's like a barcode, man. It's gonna pop up that number 666. So you're worshiping that image, that beast. You know what I'm saying? By having it in your arm, man. It's like an idol. You know what I'm saying? It's like wearing an earring or something. That's what it is, man. So the RFID shit, man, is no question, no doubt. I guarantee that is the mark of the beast, man.
That's right. That's right, Neil. And others don't believe. And same thing for Quad. She made a video a couple hours ago. I didn't get a chance to see it yet. But, you know, and I know that he has differences with GMS, you know. We're not going to get deep into that, you know. But, you know, I know the apostles are right about this. The RFID chip, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just that, but even Edomites in the Bible Belt, okay? So-called white people in the southern parts of the land of America, you know, the Bible Belt, they know that this is the mark of the beast, man. They know. Christ is black, okay? Christ is black, you know. So, just to let you know, that's what Edomites do know, man, you know. This is time that we in. You know, this the time that we in, brother. Okay, go ahead, speak, brother.
The book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So again, you receive the RFID chip and put it in your hand or in your forehead. You're gonna receive that fire, which is the ICBM missiles that's gonna hit America, man. And and that fire gonna burn up forever. Meaning what? A very long time, man. A very long time. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel that burning, man, for a long time, man, because the Lord has the power to bring you back to life, put you to death, and bring you back to life again, man. So best believe you're going to fear that fire, man, that 100 billion degrees of heat, man. Or here is the patience of the saints. Now, who are the saints? Saints talking about the children of Israel, man. The 144,000 are going to be the main ones that are not going to receive that chip. And that's who we're reaching out for, man. The 12,000 of each tribe, man. And here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High and the faith of Yahawashi, man. So those gotta keep the commandments also, man. You have to have faith in Yahawashi, man. And a lot of people right now ain't gonna have faith. When that mark of the beast comes and you can't feed your children, can't feed your kids, you know what I mean? Best believe, man, that was gonna be, man. You might fold. You might be like, nah, fuck, I can't do this, man. I gotta get the ship. I gotta feed my children. You know what I mean? If you take that shit, you and your children gonna be put to death, man. You might well write a death certificate for your children, man. If you have faith in Yahawashi, those who ignorantly call Jesus Christ, if you have faith in Yahawashi, man, you can endure to the end, man. And the Lord will provide, man. Like this brother, man, in Yahawashi must come back. He says, you know what I mean? They're underground bunkers, man. And we might, you know what I mean? The Lord might guide us to these underground bunkers. You know what I'm saying? Why? Through faith, man. 13. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which died in the Lord. Now, a lot of people are going to be put to death if you don't take the RFID shit. I'm going to say that real quick again. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, Right, blessed are the dead which died in the Lord. So you're going to be what? Beheaded, put to death, killed. Your family's going to be killed. Just because you don't you refuse to take the RFID shit.
Yep.
If you die because of that reason, man, you gonna be remembered in the eyes of the Lord, man. That you stayed through to the end, man. The blessed are those who die in the Lord, man, in the name of the Lord, man. So you gotta have that faith. You got to be willing to die for the Lord, man.
Yeah, it's scary, you know, that this thing gonna have to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got something. Keep on reading. I'm gonna find scripture. Go ahead.
From henceforth, say the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. And that's why we out here doing what we're doing, man. We're warning you about the mark of the beast. We're warning you about what's gonna happen if you take the mark of the beast, man. But those who don't take the mark of the beast, man, you're gonna be remembered of that, man. You know what I'm saying? If you die, you're willing to die to not take that shit, man. Are you willing to, let's say, sacrifice your family for not take the shit, man? You know what I mean? You're gonna be remembered of that, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got a scripture about it. The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them that which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So if you don't take the chip, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Because what they're able to do is they can kill the body, but not the soul. So yeah, they might torture you, they might cut your head off, you know, and stuff like that. That's fine. But fear him that could kill the body and soul. Fear him that could do both. You know what I'm saying? The body is just the housing. The soul is the most important part that you will feel forever and ever if you get tormented, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about, I'm not saying, you know, you won't get scared, because we're going to be scared also when that time comes when we're going to be beheaded. Okay, because you got a lot of guillotines out there in those concentration camps. All right? Yeah, I'm going to be scared. You know, I'm going to be crying, I'm going to be scared about defecating myself. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We know that if you do take the chip, you got to deal with the man upstairs that could do both. You know what I'm saying? And do it even worse. So, you know, soldier up, you know, and get ready to die for this truth, to die for this word. You know what I'm saying? Even to certain depths, man. Because this is what Yahawashi and Yahawashi is looking for. All right? So we are going to be tested when things start to get along with martial law, no food, you know, a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things is happening, man. Like over in, we keep saying this again, over in Venezuela. You know, it's bad out there. It's bad out there in Venezuela. And in Puerto Rico, the economy is bad, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a domino effect. It's going to happen everywhere, man. You know, it's going to happen everywhere. You see all these killings over here in Mexico, all these killings, man. I'm telling you, it's bad, man. You know what I'm saying? It's bad, man.
So Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear not of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, and that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Right. Oh, good.
And he that had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
Right. So the second death is what? The nuclear missiles, man. They said the devil is going to cast some of us to prison. The so-called white man. He's going to cast some of us to prison, man. Some of us is going to be, you know, be as fugitives. You know, that's the test, man, that the Most High is going to put us in, man. So the Most High is allowing this to happen. Why? To test our faith, okay? Even though we out here doing the work, you know, we still got to get tested. You know, this is like the preliminaries, man. You know, this is the preliminaries. The actual thing is going to happen soon. And that's why we got to keep building our faith up. Keep building our faith up to be strong, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, we might fall away sideways, man. You know what I'm saying? But not back in the world, you know, because we all sinners. We sin every day. You know, we ask the Most High to forgive us. You know, and sometimes, you know, we sin and we're ashamed for our sin. Sometimes we be scared to pray to the Most High, man. You know, and we shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? We should ask forgiveness right there and then. You know, recognize your sins. I know I recognize my sin. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I sin every day. It could be mentally or physically, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like you see brothers, there's a video that brother put out. What's the brother, Yahawashi? That's the brother put a video about brother fell out the truth and died.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Sure. So that brother, you know, if I bring out the video,
he was a scoffer.
He was a scoffer. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if you was in this truth, you know what I'm saying? If you in this truth, you know, and you constantly you in this truth and you drop out the truth, you know, it's the video is called former GMS Louisiana, GMS Dallas member turned scoffer put to death. Now, the thing is this: if you're in this truth and you join a camp, it could be any camp, and you get kicked out, or you decide to leave the camp for whatever reason it be, you don't stop doing the work. You know what I'm saying? You don't stop doing the work. You keep doing the work. You got to work on your own salvation, man. Now, like the brother in Shackleton, I used to preach with him in New York, but I decided to move. You know, we talking a little bit. He was upset, but I had to make my own moves. You know, but I'm still doing the work. You know what I'm saying? We still keep in contact. When we go to New York, we do the work with the brother Shackleton. You know what I'm saying? The work don't stop. He's still doing the work and still putting out videos. You know, you see me putting a video with the brother Yeshai when we get a chance. You know, I got fruit here. Now he's trying to get fruit, and I'm trying to get more fruit. You know, this don't stop, man. You can't stop doing the work, regardless how you feel. You know about if you're messing up, you still come up there and push this word out, man. You have to. You have to, man. You can't stop. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop. Now, unfortunately, we can't even do the work Saturday. We'll get a lot of people out here Saturday, you know, but we're out here Sunday doing the work. We're still putting out videos, you know. We hope we get a brother and sister to listen, you know. We hope we can do that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother. Yeah, brother.
The book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4, verse 8. He therefore that despises not man, but the Most High.
Right, so if you despise the word, how you doing, sister? You know that mark of the beast is coming, right? Get ready. Get ready. So if you despise the word, you don't despise man, you despise the Most High. All right? Okay, brother, you don't despise us. You despise the Most High, man.
Who had also given unto us his Holy Spirit. But as touching brotherly love, ye need not that I write unto you, for ye yourself are taught of the Most High to love one another.
Right.
And indeed, ye do it toward all the brethren which are in all. Start talking about the Macedonian. But we beseech you, brethren, that ye increase more and more.
Right, increase more and more knowledge, man. You know, not scoffing. Because when you go out there and you leave the word and go back to the world and you become a scoffer, the Most High got you, man. You should already know. It's best to be cold or hot, not in between. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you come up being cold, right, going back to the world, but you scoffing the word, the Most High gonna get you, man, because you know better than that. You know better. So if you're going back to the world, then fine, but don't scoff. Don't see men in the highways and byways preaching his word and scoffing at them, man. Because you're scoffing what? The Most High, not us. You know, we just vessels of bringing the word out. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm going back to the world, I'm not going to be scoffing the men. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep on walking, mind my business, do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I know better than to go back to the world because I know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going to happen. A few seats is being the seats of being elect is being filled, man. Cause a lot of brothers and sisters are waking up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of brothers and sisters is waking up, so we need to what? To stay on this truth, man, and stay in this word, man. That's what we have.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 17. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk in the vanity of their mind.
Right. Okay, walking other Gentiles, man. The vanity of their mind, man. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of people, when they fall out, they
Yeah.
go back to the world,
Yep.
into the mind of the Gentiles, man.
The
That
heathens.
Gentile state of mind, yeah.
Yep. Can't do that, man. You gotta keep, you know, if you're gonna fall out, man, fall out, but don't scoff the men of the Lord, man. Don't do that, man, because there's judgments to pay, man. You know, so we don't want that, man. You know, so I don't want it. So I stay in this word, this truth, because I know this is the word. I know this is the truth. All right, this is answers that we've been looking for years. Now it's in front of us. Now we got it. Okay, now we want to teach others. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, what's going to happen if we do decide to go sideways and stay sideways, no, we're going to get broken up, man. We're going to be destroyed. So we don't want that, man. We don't want that. We don't want that at all, man. Not at all. So we got to keep pushing this word, man. All right? So anything else about the chip, man? We're going to go something else, man.
Go ahead.
You know? So now, you know, we want to edify on other things. Knowing that, you know, we got the mark of the beast, the RFI chip out, you know, because a lot of brothers is making videos on that, and it's showing you that the RFID chips is right here in America. It's happening. A lot of people walking up and down like everything is everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But for now it is, but later on it's gonna get bad. All right. So now let's go. So you know we're gonna say sort of like what the Spirit tell us to go to. You know what I'm saying? We go on you know, if you go to the world, go back to the world. You know that you know what judgment is gonna happen. Okay. You know, not to scoff the word of the Most High, because you know what's going to happen. All right? Because there's times that, like we say, if we come to this truth ain't easy, man. This truth is hard. This truth is very, very, very hard, man. It's not easy. All right? Especially, you know, what's happening, you know, and then you're going to go through a lot of pain and suffering, man. Now, we're not saying not making your life hard, or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Some brothers' life is easier than others. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers and sisters have better jobs than other brothers. You know what I mean? Don't make it that you better, is that the Most High is put you in a certain position. Okay? And that's all it is. You know? That's all it is. But as long as you're in the truth together, you know what I'm saying? That's what counts. As long as you can help each other out, you know what I'm saying? That's what counts. You know? Now, I know that you got some brothers out there, like other camps, they proud as hell, man. Like, what's that, Comfy's crew? Yo, they proud men. They're very proud men, you know? And I seen a couple of times, even over here where I live at, and even in New York, you got a lot of dudes that proud as hell, man. And most I don't like that, man. You don't like being brothers, if you're in the truth and you proud. You looking down on the brothers and laughing, giggling at them, man, because they have no knowledge of certain things. But the Most High is going to destroy you, man. All right? So, let's go on some topics. Got some topics here. Go to the phone I was looking at. All right? Give me 1 second. That we see that a lot of things with Donald Trump.
So like, I was trying to find this one, one scripture that is like a parable.
Oh, good, brother.
The book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 43. About people falling out, no?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
When the unclean spirit is gone out of a man, he walked throughout dry places, seeking rest and finding none. Then he said, I will return into my house from whence I came out. And when he is come, he find it empty, swept, and garnished. Then go he and take it with himself 7 other spirits more wicked than himself. And they enter in and dwell there. And the last state of that man is worse than the first. Even so shall it be also unto the wicked generation. Now that scripture was saying is when people fall out, you know what I mean, you're gonna be worse than when you first came into the truth, man. Now he said, it said 7 other spirits more wicked than himself, and they enter in and dwell there. So you're gonna be more wicked, more wicked than when you were first came in. You know what I'm saying? And that how you see scoffers, how you start seeing people bugging out, going crazy, insane. You know what I'm saying? Or just straight up just being wicked, man. And that's what's that was happen to a lot of these brothers when they fall out, and when they do, they're gonna be put to death, man, because they're worse than what they were before, man. Go on. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desired to speak with him. Oh, and then it talk about how his son, his mother and his brother were trying to talk to Yahawashi, you know what I mean? And then he looked at his disciples and said that these are my mother, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So man, like in long story short, when you fall out, man, you're gonna become worse than you were before, man. You're gonna become a scoffer. You're gonna start bugging out, and you're like other people that fell out, they bugged out, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta add something?
Okay, I'm gonna bring a topic out, which we watch a lot of news. You see the tension with North Korea and America, okay? And what Donald Trump was put in office, he's put in office, to be bold. You know what I'm saying? They're looking for a president to be fearful, man. You know what I'm saying? To put fear in other countries, let you know, yeah, I will push that goddamn button, man. You know what I'm saying? And who's that? That's Donald Trump. Donald J. Trump, man. That's him. Everybody thought Hillary Clinton was going to win, but they didn't want Hillary Clinton to win, man. Because they want, figure everything's going to be cool and calm. Nah, man. Prophecy got to be pushed. Okay? That's why they elected Donald Trump. Now, I got one for Fox News World. And then you notice that the North Korean had tested another ICBM missile. All right? So it's showing you that North Korea is being bold. It's saying that this missile could hit America, man. Could reach America. And why do they keep saying America? Why do they keep saying America? Because they know America is Babylon. They know America is a wicked country. You know what I'm saying?
They want to destroy America.
They want to destroy America. So why do you think the ICBM missiles want to reach all the way to America? Okay? No, we good. Thank you. Okay. Because America is Babylon. Okay? They want to destroy America. You got something to say, sir?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I agree with you.
Okay. All right. So that's why when you see North Korea, they strutting they military, let them know that America, we're not scared of you. We have allies too that hate you. Russia, okay? Iran, okay? They're joining all these forces to go against America. Because Russia is back, the Great Bear is back, and North Korea ain't scared, okay? Because what? They're testing these missiles. Now I'm going to read a couple of things and get some scriptures on it. U.S. allies prepared to use overwhelming force in North Korea, general says. The U.S. and its allies are prepared to use rapid, lethal, and overwhelming force, if necessary, against North Korea. The commander of the U.S. Pacific Air Forces warned Saturday night. The statement from General Terrence J. O'Shaughnessy, U.S. Pacific Air Force commander, came after the militaries of the U.S., South Korea, and Japan spent 10 hours conducting bomber jet drills over the Korean peninsula. The training mission was a response to North Korea's recent ballistic missile launches and nuclear program, the part of the U.S. regular commitment to defending its allies in the Asia-Pacific region, the general statement said. So, since North Korea has sent these ballistic missiles, testing them, America and Japan showing they strut, letting them know that we're not scared of you. All right? Because World War III, they're talking the Bible, is going to happen. Okay? It's going to happen. So America is showing them, North America, like you're not going to intimidate us. Okay? We're going to let you know we got firepower too. All right? North Korea remains the most urgent threat. I'll read that again. North Korea remains the most urgent threat to the regional stability, okay? That's what the commander says, all right? Now, it's showing you that, telling you that North Korea is a threat to the regional, as, Japan, China, Taiwan, and that regional, okay? North Korea is not to play with, man. Okay, North Korea, the son is worse than the father, man, and he's gonna push. But Jesus' prophecy is coming to pass, man. All right, keep reading. It says, if we call upon, diplomacy remains the lead. He said, however, we have responsibility to our allies and our nation to showcase our unwavering commitment while planning for the worst case scenario. Okay? Then what? They said commitment while planning for the worst case scenario. So they're planning for the worst case scenario. That means that this war could pop off anytime. It says in the Bible. Okay? I'll keep reading. If called upon, he added, we are ready to respond with rapid, lethal, and overwhelming force at the time and place of our choosing. All right? North Korea conducted a test launch of the ICBM on July 3rd and July 28th and has claimed that its weapons can now reach the U.S. mainland. So that's a threat. That's a vocal threat, telling America, telling the president, telling the senators, telling Congress, telling the American people that we got missiles that can reach America. All right? So it's letting them know, okay, that we're not scared. We will press those missiles. We will press those buttons. All right? So I'll keep reading. The country's recent reactions have drawn condemnation from President Trump and prompted the U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson to confer with counterparts from South Korea and Japan to develop a response. All right? So you understand that this is like a back and forth thing, you know, verbally, so to speak. All right? Jump down one more. On Saturday, 2 U.S. Air Force B-1B bombers under the command of U.S. Pacific Air Forces joined counterparts for the South Korean and Japanese Air Forces and sequence bilateral missions. So what they're doing, they're taking some the big bombers, planes, and they're going around the regional and strutting that stuff, letting you know, North Korea, that we're not scared of you. You know, if you want to act up, we'll jump on you real quick. All right? You got scripture, brother?
Yeah. It's going to be like a tough breakdown, though.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 10. I think... and there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, is of the 7, and go into prediction. Now, he talks about 7 kings. 5 are fallen. I believe it's those, I forgot the
past empires.
The past empires. The 1 is talking about the Roman Empire during that time. And the other is not yet come, which is talking about, I believe, talking about Britain. And when he coming, he must continue a short space. And he said, the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, which America is the 8th. America is the 8th.
The leg of the Roman Empire.
No, the 8th, and then it was of the 7, which is the Roman Empire.
Yeah, the leg of the Roman Empire.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. We're talking about the European Union.
Yep.
And which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast, which is the natal. And these have one mind, and shall give the power and strength unto the beast. And these shall make war with the Lamb, which is Yahawashi, and the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful, which are the elect. And go on. And he said unto me, the water which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. Talking about America. Why? Because America is the big melting pot. And then go on. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Now,
right,
you see Britain, who left the EU, You know what I mean? Now the kingdom is falling apart. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody's really going against America now.
Right now, whore is who? America.
America.
The whore is America. Go on.
And for God, and for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, unto the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Right. So hold on right there. So you know how people say I have their own will? See, the Most High is doing the same thing what He did with Pharaoh. When he put to make the Pharaoh's heart strong, all right. When Moses kept going back and forth to let my people go, and we now allow to let people go, all right. He's doing the same thing now what He did back then, all right. Go ahead.
And the woman which thou sawest is the great city Babylon, which reigning over the kings of the earth, which is America.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then what's gonna happen in the EU, NATO, you got Korea, Russia, they're all gonna go against America and destroy it, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's fulfilling prophecy, man. I will bring another scripture real quick. To back it up.
I got one scripture real quick.
I'm gonna blow
The
book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it's nigh at hand. You know what I mean? Blowing the trumpet, we're reaching out for our own people, true Hebrew Israelites, which are so-called Negroes, Hispanic, and Native Indians. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As a morning spread upon strong, there had not been ever the light, neither shall be any more up after it, even for the years of many generations. For the destruction that's going to come to America, it's going to be the biggest destruction, the biggest ending that the Most High is going to have set up, man. It's going to be the biggest thing, man, because like in the book of Revelation, they call it the lake of fire. That's how when America gonna be destroyed from New York to Los Angeles, man, it's gonna look like a fire, an ocean of fire. It's gonna look like a lake of fire, man. It's gonna be fire everywhere you see. Hold on. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is like the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. Because when you see all these missiles that are going to be launched from the other ends of the world, it's going to look like the movie 300 when they launched those arrows in the sky, man. That's how it's going to look. It's going to darken the sun. It's going to darken the moon. You ain't going to be able to see. All you're going to see is missiles, man. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of the mountains shall they leap. Like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men, and shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one of his way, and they shall not break their ranks. Now, what they have that these missiles have the red target, like they're gonna hit dead on.
Oh, that's the laser, the guided, the guided, on the internet,
Yeah,
the guided something.
They're gonna pinpoint where it's gonna hit, man. Right. So like the scripture say, it's gonna break their ranks, meaning you're gonna hit where it's gonna hit, man. You know what I mean? And so it's gonna come and go on. Neither shall one thrust another, and shall walk every one in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city, and shall run upon the wall, and they shall climb up upon the houses, and they shall enter into at the window like a thief. So meaning this missile is gonna devour everything, man. That's what it's a parable, man. You know what I mean? It's talking about how these missiles are gonna look like when it's gonna hit. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, and the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. It's gonna be nothing but darkness and gloominess. You know what I mean? It's gonna from all these missiles, man. And there's gonna be tsunamis. The earth gonna be quaking. Gonna be massive earthquakes all over the world because of these missiles, man.
In fact, when you read that, I'm gonna bring precept.
Oh, okay. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word. But the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? So man, if you're gonna take that mark of the beast, if you're gonna fall out, if you continue to live wicked, man, you ain't gonna hide from the Lord from his judgment, man. You're not gonna hide from it, man. Now these missiles are coming, man. It's very close now, man. We're so close to the end, man. And therefore also now, saith the Lord, turn ye even to me in all your heart, and with fasting and with weeping and with mourning. So man, you gotta have faith in the Lord, man, with all your heart. Because these missiles gonna come and you ain't gonna be able to escape it, man. And the only way you're gonna be able to escape it is by faith in Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, and that you can be picked up by these chariots, man, of the Most High, man. Come on, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna bring a couple of precepts out. The book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 16. And I know the scriptures on the second Esdras, about the nuclear missiles, the archers. The book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 15. It says, verse 16, excuse me. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. What it's talking about? The nuclear missiles. Okay? The nuclear missiles in the Bible, believe it or not. It's talking about it. Alright? It's talking about it. And like the brother said earlier in the scriptures, that the nuclear missiles, when it hits America, you know, and a whole bunch of nuclear missiles going to bomb America, and they're always going to bring it in the book of Revelations. There's going to be hundreds of thousands of missiles hitting this place, man. All right? It's going to be destroyed. So the Most High, what? Created the missiles. He created the nuclear missiles, man. All right? You got that scripture, bro?
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, verse 7.
Go ahead, brother.
May one turn again the arrow that is shot. Salaki. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sendeth the plague, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea arises up with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. Man.
Right. So when the missiles hits the foundation of America, it's gonna have like a powerful earthquake. When it hits the oceans, okay, the ocean's gonna be war. It's gonna be like a tsunami, okay, big waves coming, man. So that's how bad and strong these missiles gonna be when it hits America, man. All right, it's gonna earthquake into the foundation. The sea's gonna rise up with big waves, man, the size of skyscrapers, man. Okay, I tell you, this is gonna be very, very bad, brother. I mean, very bad. People, go ahead, brother, keep reading.
For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So
right,
that there is not talking about regular arrows.
Yeah, bow and arrows. There's no way, man.
You know what I mean? You can't shoot a regular arrow from Russia to America. No, you can't do that.
Nah.
It's talking about missiles, man.
Right, and when they're talking about in that scripture, the arrow is the missile, and the bow is the silo. Okay, that's what it is. That's what they're talking about. Keep reading, brother.
Behold, the plagues are set, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
So it's not going to return back to the our shooting site. It's going to its destination. Come on.
The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
Right, ain't gonna be no fireman and fire trucks are gonna douse that fire, man. It's gonna keep on burning, burning, burning until it consumes the foundation of America, man. Go on.
Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returning not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those days?
Woe means destruction. Okay, go on.
The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Right, so this is the beginning of sorrows. Okay, this is the beginning of sorrows. Okay, great mournings, the great famine, not just food, but the famine of the word. Because now people are going to start asking and looking for questions. Looking for answers. We're giving you the answers now. We're giving you, we actually giving you the answers. Mm-hmm. We're cheating right now, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So when the time comes, you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't want to listen, man. Go ahead.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
All right, famine, plagues, all these things is going to happen, man. Go on.
But for all these things, they shall not turn from the wickedness, nor be away mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good sheep upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be good cakes, and even then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion.
Right. So if you read the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15 and 16, you know what I'm saying? It's going to tell you about the nuclear missiles. That's part of the nuclear missiles, man.
Yeah.
Okay? And also they talk about what? Before nuclear missiles come, the race war. That's 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, right? They tell you about the race war. Okay, what's going to happen? The race war is going to happen. That's in the scriptures, man.
Bring that up?
You know what I'm saying? So all these things that's going to happen, the Bible's telling you, it's going to happen. All right? It's telling you the nuclear missiles, that's in the Bible. Famine of the word, great tribulations, a lot of things, great sorrows, beginning of sorrows. They even tell you that in the book of Matthew, chapter 24. It's telling you these things. All right? Go ahead, brother.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn.
Egypt shall mourn. So Egypt is America today, because the word in Egypt means bondage. Okay? And reason why they call America Egypt, spiritual Egypt, in the book of Revelation, chapter 11, because we was here as slaves. All right? And we still slaves. Okay? We still slaves. Go on.
Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it.
Right, so the Most High says he's going to bring plagues, he's going to bring famine on America. Okay, go on.
They that till the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword of their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and sword in their hands.
Read that again.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right. So it tells you that there's going to be one people going to fight against another people. What that sounds like? Sounds like a race war to me. Okay? That's what it sounds like to me. Read that again, brother.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
So we're not going to be fighting other nations, other people with swords. The modern day sword today is what? The guns. Okay? The firing power that military have, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of us, we do have in the low too. That's keeping it, you know, for when that time comes. Cause you got some people that know some of these. Oh, come to the camera. Yeah. A lot of people know that these things are gonna happen. If you watch that show on about the History Channel, I think it is, or National Geographic. It's called Doomsday Preppers. So you got a lot of people that have big guns. They're ready, man. Because they know that time's going to happen. They know that food's going to be scarce. They know people going to come for their food. When they go to the farm, they know what? Hey, something there, man. We gotta go get something to eat. All right, keep reading.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
Invading one another. We're gonna go to your next door neighbor. You're gonna be like, got a loaf of bread, you know, and they're gonna kick in that door and stacking all the food that you have. Go on.
And they shall not regard the kings nor princes.
They're not gonna regard the mayors, the governments, you know, the president. All that's gonna be thrown out the window, man. All right, that's gonna get thrown out the window. All right, go on.
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, exactly. Okay, so when you have that emergency broadcast system, they're gonna toss it. Man, ain't got time for that, man. Why? Cause survival mode.
We call it the movie The Purge.
Yeah.
It's gonna be just like that.
That's
you know what I mean?
right,
People going crazy, killing. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, let everything go loose, man. Let everything just be. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, yup. Everything like The Purge. Perfect example, man. And this time, you got people gonna use some rocket missiles. People gonna really bug out, man. This place is gonna be so much chaos, man. There's gonna be so much chaos in here, man. That's gonna be unbelievable, man. Go ahead, brother.
A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
A man's gonna desire to go into a city. So suppose they try to cross a bridge to get out, okay? But guess what? You're not able to desire. Matter of fact, in that movie, the Batman movie, the third installment,
the Dark Knight Rises.
See how when they cut all the bridges and people try to go across the bridges, they couldn't go.
And the movie, the one with Will Smith.
The zombie movie, right?
You got the helicopter blew up the bridges, so the people couldn't get out of the city. You know what I mean? Because of the plagues. That's what's gonna happen here, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Reading for itself, man, is a big ass concentration camp. They can just blow these bridges up and nobody can be able to leave, man.
Yeah, lucky the rivers ain't deep, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna actually cross the river, you know, but still they're gonna have stuff waiting for us, man, when you try to run. That's why they, you know, you see when they hear it say they don't want people living in Shillington and Wyomissing crossing the bridge. They come over here, their children come over here. You know what I'm saying? The only time they come across the bridge when they have events, you know, at the Santo Arena. After that, they go straight back home. You know what I'm saying? They go straight back home. Okay, brother.
For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Right, so men in those days going to be afraid. Okay? You're going to have other men, going to have no pity upon his neighbor. Regardless, the old lady you knew for years, for 20 years, you know, you're going to knock on her door and you're going to take everything what she has. All right? Because it's going to be a lack of bread. Ain't going to be no food. Okay? You're going to be busting through these stores, stealing dough and sugar and whatever you can to eat. It's going to happen, but you people walking up and down like everything is everything. Okay? So they tell you these things was going to happen, man. This is prophecy. But a lot of people don't read the Bible. A lot of people don't have faith, man. And that's why all these things is going to happen to your people, man. You know? It's telling you what's going to happen on this earth, man. It's telling you that get ready to prepare yourself. To prepare yourself, man. But a lot of you are not being prepared. Why? Because your people ain't ready. Your people don't read. Your people ain't ready to understand what's going to happen, man. Your people thinking like this is going to live on forever, man. It's not. Things about to get bad. Just read the news. Go on the internet. You know, that's what we do. You know? That's what we do. It's not about work. It's not about going on vacations. It's not about having fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong going on vacations. You know, you want to enjoy yourself. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But, you know, be prepared for what's coming, man.
The Most High is giving us warnings,
Yeah,
man. He's giving us a chance to see what's coming, man.
Right.
But people do not want to
take hold, man. They don't want to hearken, man.
I got a scripture on that. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that read it. So, you know what I mean? He made it plain and simple, but not everybody's gonna get it, man, because a lot of it is parabolic. Verse 3, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end of it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry. So telling you, man, yo, these prophecies gonna come to pass. People believe, man, these things happen overnight. No, man, these things are not gonna happen overnight, man. You know what I mean? I mean, the book of Revelation spans from like a 600-year period. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The book of Revelation alone. So these prophecies gotta be waited on, but it's not gonna tarry. It's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? It might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen next week. It might not happen next month. But it's going to happen.
Right, it's going to happen. The same thing like when the book of Matthew compared from distance from Matthew's, the book of Matthew to the book of Revelations. That was a big gap. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that. You know, even back then, men was worried about, hey, when the world's going to come? You know what I'm saying? When the world's going to end? You know? Look at the big gap between Genesis and the book of Matthews. You know, that's a long 100 years gap, man. You know? So imagine to now. You know, now we see prophecies coming to pass clearly because things are happening. But it could be another 5, 10, 20 years. You know, but we don't know, man.
Alone from Genesis to Deuteronomy, you know what I mean? That's like about 50, 60 years gap, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, you know what I mean?
Even a little longer than that, because men live long. You know what I'm saying? And they give you the short. Men live, you know, for a long time, for 900 years, you know what I'm saying? Until the Most High cut down men to 120 years because there was so much evils on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? But even that gap from there to Revelation, even through the book of the Apocrypha, man, there was, you know, gap. I mean, you know, a long variation of years of prophecies coming to pass, man. You know what I'm saying? So now we're in that latter time. Now we're in that latter time because the things they talk about in the Bible years ago, thousands of years ago, is happening now. It's happening now, man. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about the nuclear missiles. They couldn't, you know, speak it directly, but they knew what he was talking about. We're just talking it now because of technology, all right? Nuclear missiles, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. You know what I'm saying? It's happening now. This is the time that we in, man. This is the time that we in, people. That's why I said we in the latter days, man. We here, man. This is it. You know? So, okay, brother.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 44. Therefore be ye also ready, for in just an hour as you think not, the Son of Man cometh. So it's just telling you right there, man. I mean, even Yahawashi said, no one knows when the kingdom's gonna come. Not me, not anybody. They're not his disciple. Only the fathers.
Only the fathers, right?
You know what I'm saying? So just gotta be patient. That's the key, patience, man.
Yeah, we gotta be patient, man. I mean, yeah, even I myself, man, be like, man, when's it gonna happen, man? But the scriptures do say, woe to them
who desire the day
of the Lord, man. You know, because I'm telling you, when he comes, it's gonna be very frightening, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna be shook. You know what I'm saying? Even the elders, even Apostle Tahar said that he's gonna be scared, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be shook. Because we men, we're gonna be shook. You know, when I hit when it rains and thunderstorm, you hear that lightning crack and that thunder, yo, I'll be scared, man. Yo, man, when I was in South Carolina in 2010, right?
Yeah.
And man, it was thunder and lightning so heavy, the house was shaking. The house was shaking. I thought it was like, oh man, yo, it's time. You know, I'm shook to death, brother. I was to look outside and be like, That's a huddle, you know, running huddle in the corner, man, with the Bible. Yo, I was shook, man. You know what I'm saying? And that was just rain and thunder and lightning, man. That was just like shaking the whole house. That's the house. So just imagine the foundations of the earth, man. If he's shaking the house, that's minute, man. That's nothing to compare
to what's coming.
What's gonna happen, man? This white man, you know, even sometimes the Most High do that to get you, you know, straighten you up.
Yeah.
And he do these things so he get you prepared. Like, listen, man, you acting up, scare you a little bit, get you back on track. You know, something you do wrong, and certain things come up, he puts you on track. You know what I'm saying? So this is the Most High. That's why he says the ultimate chess player, man, because he see you going sideways. He gonna have something this way to bring you ass right back on track, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
Go ahead, brother.
the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 8. But beloved, be not ignorant of the one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day. So again, to the Lord, a day is 1,000 years. So that alone tell you, man, you gotta be patient.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
That's what they call them, the Ancients of Days, man, because, you know, so many, you know, years and years, we don't even know, we can't even count the number.
But now,
of
like,
years.
yeah, but like now, you got all this technology
Yeah.
and stuff like that makes people believe that there is no God. You
That's
know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
That's that technology effect right there, man. You know what I mean? Everybody now are leaning into technology and not believing in the Most High, man.
That's right. That's what it is, because they're comfortable with the technology.
They're comfortable with it. But that's gonna be their own death, their own downfall, man. Because they're so dependent on technology. We're so conditioned, man. When that time's come, man, they're gonna bug out. They're gonna bug out. They're gonna lose their minds, man. You're gonna see the real devils out here, man.
Yup. Come on.
The Lord is not slack concerning His promise. You know what I mean? The Lord do not slack. Everything happens for a reason, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord does not slack. He does not make mistakes. You know what I mean? Even back in the book of Genesis, when he regret of making man and all that, but he did that on purpose, man, for a reason, man. Because if you read back in the book of 2 Nephthys chapter 6, before the earth was created, Ezra asked the Most High what was the purpose for all this, man. That Esau was the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning that followed it, man. That is the purpose. The purpose is here now. You know what I mean? Esau is ruling the world right now, man.
Right.
And that which is so-called white man is America, man.
Yep.
And it's gonna fall with thermonuclear missiles. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a great war, World War III. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be complete chaos, man.
Yep. And another thing too, real quick, brother, that me and my girlfriend-in-law was talking about the other night, a couple of nights ago, about that God didn't create homosexuality, right? And I said, well, the scriptures tell you He create evil.
Oh yeah, that's the book of Sam.
Yeah, you know, so you got book of Isaiah, book of Proverbs. It tells you that the Most High create evil. So whether it could be being a criminal, homosexual, transgender, whatever, all that's evil. He did that for Himself, and everything got to be a balance. Because the Most High is all about balance. You know, even that story in the book of 2 Kings, I believe, chapter 19, that brought that out to her. You know what I'm saying? That the Most High got angels to His right hand host on His right hand side and His left hand side. You know? So the Most High do all these things, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just we could, you know, question, because we're human, we want to know, we're curious, and He knows that we don't got a problem with that, you know? And He knows we don't got a problem with that, because we're curious people. We're curious creatures, man. We want to know, you know? We want to know why. But the scripture tells you why. That's why He tells us the week, He says He's going to start talking with man, literally. But He still talks to us, what? Through the scriptures. That's why He wrote the scripture. Come to the camera, brother. That's why you got to read the scriptures, man, to find out these answers. Okay? What is in here? So everything you want to know is in the Bible. So He's going to tell you why He allowed this to happen, this to happen. You know, He tells you why it's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? He tells you why. Go ahead, brother.
The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in that which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with burning heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Now they're talking about the missiles, man.
Yeah, another scripture, know about the missiles, man. It's gonna come with fervent heat, man. It's gonna make a lot of noise. It's gonna burn, man.
Because you know what I mean. Have you ever watched a video of how when a missile starts being shot out, man, it makes a really loud noise, man. And I would imagine hundreds, millions of missiles coming towards America at that noise. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be insane. It's gonna bug you out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you hear a loud noise and that just is in your ear, man, you start bugging out. You know what I mean? That's you know, imagine a million missiles, man, that loud noise, man. It's gonna pop your ears. It's gonna pop your ears, you're gonna go deaf. You know what I'm saying? But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with a burning heat. That's talking about what? The trees,
buildings,
the
water, the evaporate, all that, man.
Elements shall melt with a burning heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. These businesses out here, everything about America gonna be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Now that's talking about the elect. They are the only ones that are going to be worthy of salvation. You know what I'm saying? So everything going to be dissolved here in America. America going to be a great desert. It's going to be a great desert, man. That's what it's going to be. Looking for and hasting unto the coming day of the Most High. Therefore, again, when you look at that scripture and understand the scripture and what is that? Woe to them that desire the day of the Lord. But I mean, there's a difference between hasting and desiring it, man. You know what I mean? We're hasting for that kingdom to come. You know what I'm saying? We're hasting to have that eternal rest. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do this work, man. We do this work for not for the destruction that's coming, but for the rewards that we're gonna receive in the kingdom, man. The women, the slaves, the mansions, the planets, man.
Right, just happiness
everything,
alone, man.
Happiness alone.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you know what I mean? You know, just the you know what we call it, the peace of mind. But on top of the peace of mind, you're gonna have gifts and you're gonna see wonders of things that you can never imagine. You won't be able to imagine, man. So it's gonna be deep, man. And looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heaven being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with burning heat. So everything gonna be destroyed, man. But for the kingdom to come, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all prophecy. You gotta prepare yourself for it, man. You got mentally prepare yourself for it, man. It's coming. Ain't nothing gonna turn it back. Like the scriptures in the second Exodus, man, it's gonna be the arrow is shot from a strong archer, man. It already been shot out. It ain't gonna come backwards. The prophecy already been written down. It's not gonna go away. It's not gonna disappear. It's not gonna fade away. You know what I mean? The Most High is not just gonna just like, I'm not gonna deal with this earth anymore. I'm just disappear for eternity. No, it ain't gonna be like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is for a purpose, man. You got something?
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. So, you know, like the brother said, you know, like the Most High, you know, he's not slack. It's like long suffering, man. That's what it is. You know, so a lot of gotta understand this is the times that we in. You know, so you know, just get ready for that. You know, things to happen, man. You know.
I got no scripture.
Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, the hand will I give the power over the nations. There you go, man. That's what we do, man. We want to have that power. We want to have that power over the nations, man. We want to control these nations, man. The Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, Elam, all these nations, man. We want to control. We want to be the top dog, man. That's why we doing what we do, man. For the rewards, man, that the Lord gonna promise us, man, if we endure to the end. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of Apollo shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. So, you know what I mean? These other nations, when the Lord comes back, man, they know their time is done. They know that day is coming, and they don't, you know what I mean? They ain't gonna want to be a slave. But they gonna be slaves, man. They're gonna be slaves, and there ain't nothing they can do about it, man. For 1,000 years, and after that, the so-called white man is going to extermination, man. Mm-hmm. That's it. And that's all, man. The so-called white man, he's the serpent. You know what I mean? He's that first devil that ever exists on the earth. You know what I'm saying? So the first murderer. So man, he's the reason, man, why this world is in complete chaos, man. Why the world the way it is, man. So it is what it is, man. And I go on, and I will give him the morning star. And he that had an ear, let him hear what the Spirit say unto the churches. Who is the churches? Us, man. The elect, the ones that are out here in the corners, man, doing the work, man, all over America, all over the earth, man. And now you got a brother in Puerto Rico doing the work, man. So this truth is everywhere, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why you see more and more things going on now, because everybody's waking up. You know what I mean? Like let's say the seals are broken, man.
Yeah, I was gonna find that scripture. I got one scripture. Hold on. The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse. Okay, I'm gonna start at verse. Revelation chapter 11, and I'm gonna start at verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the Spirit of the life of the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and a great fear fell upon them which they saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven say unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up from heaven in a cloud, and the enemies beheld them. And the same hour was a great earthquake, and a 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. The second woe is past, and behold, the word of the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. What's that? So the Second World War passed. The Second World War had passed. The third war is gonna come quickly, man. That's prophecy about World War III, man. That's coming. That's in the scriptures. All right. That's in the scriptures. Keep reading. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, The kingdoms of this world have become and kingdoms of our Lord and of our Yahawashi, and of his Yahawashi, and shall reign forever and ever, man. Gonna reign forever and ever. Okay? So this is what you want. This is what we want. To, reign forever and ever, man. To live in happiness, to live good, man. We're not in happiness right now, man. We're not. We're not. So it tells you about what? The scriptures that World War III, man. Okay, got another scripture. The book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called the Hebrew tongue Armageddon. All right, Armageddon. So it tells you that Armageddon is in the Bible. It tells you all these things is going to happen, man. You know what I'm saying? All these things is going to happen. It's in the Bible. This is prophecies, man. They're talking about this is going to happen. These people start waking up, man. This is not a joke, man. This is not a joke. This thing's going to happen, all right? So a lot of people out there, man, that don't believe and think it's a joke, man, guess what, man? The joke's on y'all, man. We're going to have the last laugh. Because everything that we talk about, what's happening now, it's in the Bible. Okay? Like we said, we just vessels. We didn't write the book. Okay? We not misinterpret the book. We read it like it is. All right? Gotta keep on reading His word. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, that's the point, man. I mean, this place won't be destroyed. That the plagues are coming. The economy collapse is gonna come. The RFID is coming, man. Everything is not gonna carry. I mean, all these prophecies is not gonna be carried, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the place is wicked as hell nowadays, man. You know what I mean? And people don't see it, man. People think that you know what I mean, shit's just not gonna happen or whatever, man. But you know what I mean? When that day come, man, I'm feel bad for those who don't know, man. Cause they ain't gonna have no idea what's going on. But like in the book of Second Ezra, it says it's gonna be a great confusion too. Why? Because you don't have you're gonna have plenty of people that don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? Gonna wonder what's going on. They ain't gonna have no idea what's going on. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's gonna go worse for them, man. Because they ain't gonna have no understanding at all, man.
That's right. Right. Anything else you want to throw? That's it. So, you know, we came out here. We wish we came out here on a Saturday, man, because, you know, I had to work and stuff, man, you know, and plus, the town we live in, once again, is a small town, so, you know, things close early, people go home early and stuff like that, but it doesn't stop us from doing the work on a Sunday, you know what I mean? So we're going to say, giving no praises to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, double honors to elders, apostles, GMS, and the citations to brothers and sisters out there doing the work out there, truthfully, diligent, sincere. The other camps out there doing the work, truthfully, diligent, sincere, and knowing the name Yahawashi, Yahawashi, and truth and sincerity. Peace and safety to the elect, you know, 1/3 nation of Israel. Hell with your damn 2/3 niggas and spicks and Native American Indians out there not getting it right, or don't want to get it right, you know. Hell with the so-called white man, you're going to be put to death. And the other nations out there, you're going to be put to death. And we couldn't wait to stomp on y'all, okay? And for that, we're going to say, Shalom.
Shalom.